Hi guys, Bobby here from Peak Performance Academy. Today's Coach's Corner, lockdown changes. So what I'm going to speak about today is basically a question that came in from a client of the gym about what have we changed in lockdown as people as such. So from a personal level myself, I would be, obviously we were in the rat race. Everybody was in the rat race, guys. We were in that constant little wheel, that hamster wheel, going round and round and round, working from morning until late at night. Go, 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 go. And we kind of lost track of what's important to us. Work is one side of our lives. We do not live to work. We work to live. So one thing lockdown has changed for me is the balance between the two, 100%. That yes, we need to work hard to be successful, but on the other side, we need to look after the most important things of our life, which is going to be our health, our family, our friends, and just our total well-being. That's really, really important. And again, as we move forward in these phases, we start to come into phase 2 now. Things are starting to open up. Are we going to fall back into our old ways of just tunnel vision? The one thing I would say about tunnel vision, guys, is when you've got a goal, and one thing that lockdown has taught me is if you want to achieve something, go and do it. Don't think about it, because the one thing this coronavirus has taught every one of us is that the world can stop like that. And we never thought that would happen. So when people say to you, your health is your wealth, 100% that is right and correct. So we need to look after ourselves, most important. Look after ourselves and our loved ones first. That's a really, really important thing. So lockdown has changed us, hopefully, that way, that somebody has said stop. The rat race has to stop. And now we started to be confined to spaces, confined to our homes. And we really lived in our head for a lot of the time of that period, that 3-month period. So what that did for us, and I hope it did it for you, is it got you to focus on the most important things in life and how something can be taken away from you so quickly. So if you've got a goal going out of this lockdown that you always in the back of your head said, I could never achieve that, I would say 100% go for it. And that's what my biggest change in my approach to coaching is. And helping people. It's whatever they want to achieve, 100% they can do it. 100%. Yes, we look at things like realistic and achievable, but they can still get to their goal. Do you know? And that's really, really important. And I think the most important thing going forward is that we don't fall back into this thing of putting stuff in the back burner. I'll do that tomorrow, or it'll wait. Tomorrow might be too late. So that's really, really important, guys, that we take this time and we take stock of what it has taught us and the changes that it has done to us, and really move forward in the right direction. So if it comes to you coming back into the gym after your time off, and you have a goal to be X weight, stronger, fitter, look better, whatever it may be, you go for it. You absolutely go for it. You do not even hesitate. You say to yourself, right, that's what I'm going to do. Then we've got our jobs on one side, we've got our lives on the other side. We have to do our job, we have to work on our business. Yes, let's do that and focus on that. But let's have the mindset, and this is what really I've learned from this lockdown, is we can flick that switch between what we need to focus on. So when we go into our work, flick the switch, we're on work mode. When we go out of work mode, the very minute we step outside the door of work, flick the switch into your life mode. What's important to you there? The time with your family, the time with your friends, the time with your loved ones, your own personal training, your training that you love to do. You focus on that. You come into the gym to do your training session, you flick that switch, you're training. You're training for a goal, you're training to achieve something. You could step out of the gym, you flick the switch off again, and you flick it onto the next goal, which would be your nutrition, your sleep, your recovery, your personal, your social outings, the enjoyment factor of life. This is really important. And if we can get into that mindset, and that's something that I've learned massively, is I can focus now on one thing 100% and then flick the switch when I come out of it and focus on that 100%. I had personal goals that I was putting on the back burner and stuff I didn't do, and lockdown has taught me, do you know what? Tomorrow's too late, let's do it today. And that's really important, guys. We have to think that way, because this has taught us that the lights can be shut off in a split second. And now we need to have the mindset of, okay, anything that was on the back burner, you're going to do it. Anything you thought you couldn't achieve, you can. Anything that you were too much immersed in, think of our excessive behaviours, work. Now we know that's not a good place to be mentally, physically or emotionally. So we're going to flick the switch on each of the times we do something. So you get up in the morning, are you going to be stuck to your phone first thing? Absolutely not. That's one thing. Another thing I've learned from lockdown is I don't scroll through social media anymore. I post on social media, I post videos, I post this, I post that, that's it. I don't scroll, I don't sit there like death behind the eyes just looking through Instagram, social media, wasting my time. There's other stuff that's important to me, like getting out for walks with the dog, spending time with my wife, working on personal development, empowering myself to have better skill set. This stuff is important, not scrolling through social media. So if that's something you've done and you get up in the morning, the first thing you do is scroll through social media, drop that. That's just waste of time. Again, if you love looking through social media and stuff like that, absolutely go for it, but flick the switch, have a little time. You say, I'm going to spend 20 minutes giving a look through social media, and that's me for the day. You flick the switch, that's done, and you move on. So that's what this is what really we've learned from this, and I personally have learned from it, is changing that mindset towards when I do something and what's the most important thing to me and the most important thing for the people around me as well, and that's really important. So guys, again, hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully you can look at your time in lockdown and see what you've learned about yourself and what you're going to take from it and move forward with, and what's important. And just remember what I said, the lights can be switched off in a split second. Okay guys, if you liked what you hear, you find us on peakperformancekillarney.com, all our social media platforms, also our YouTube channel, Peak Performance Academy, and our podcast, Reach Your Peak Podcast, which is live every Monday at 6 p.m. Please subscribe and review to all our channels, guys. We'd really appreciate it. And please share the videos, posts on your social media. I would really appreciate that as well. Hopefully everybody has a great week and has a solid week, and really think about this video and just think about what you're going to do going forward and how it's changed you. Okay guys, thanks a million. Have a great week. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.